Hi guys, welcome back to Success Corner. We are here with daily physics MCQs. Today we are going to start with thermal physics. It is a very broad topic which includes thermodynamics, kinetic theory of gases, heat transfer and a lot more. So don't forget to solve each and every question. So before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Question 1. A solid sphere of iron at 2 degrees Celsius is lying at the bottom of a bucket full of water at 2 degrees Celsius. If the temperature of the water is increased to 3 degrees, the buoyant force on the sphere due to the water will. Now, as you know that water has highest density at 4 degrees Celsius. So when you increase the water temperature from 2 to 3, the density will increase and therefore the buoyant force will also increase. So the correct answer here will be option 1. Question 2. An ideal gas is taken along the path AB as shown in the figure. The work done by the gas is. Now you know that the formula for work done is P delta V. So we will add all the P delta V's in this case, and when you solve this you get minus 1200 joules. So the correct answer will be option 4. Question 3. Two metallic spheres S1 and S2 are made of the same material and have identical surface finish. The mass of S1 is 3 times that of S2. Both the spheres are heated to the same high temperature and placed in the same room having lower temperature but are thermally insulated from each other. The ratio of the initial rate of cooling of S1 to that of S2 is. Now we know that the rate of cooling is directly proportional to A by M. That means it is also directly proportional to area by volume. So in terms of R, it becomes rate of cooling is inversely proportional to R. Now if we write R in forms of M, we get that R is directly proportional to M to the power 1 by 3. So that means that the rate is inversely proportional to mass to the power 1 by 3. Now as the ratio is given 3:1, that means that the ratio of initial rate, that is S1 is to S2, will be 1 by 3 to the power 1 by 3. So the correct answer will be option 2. Question 4. When 300 joule of heat is added to 25 grams of sample of a material, its temperature rises from 25 degrees to 45 degrees Celsius. The thermal capacity of the sample and specific heat of the material are respectively given by. Now we know that thermal capacity is equal to mc. We can also write it as q by delta T. So it is equal to 300 divided by 45 minus 25, that is the delta T here. So we get 15 joules per Celsius. Now as we have now the thermal capacity, we can find specific heat because specific heat is nothing less than mc by m. Now we have mc, we have to divide it by the given mass. So when we divide it, as we know mass is 25 grams, so when we divide it we get 600 joules per kg. So the correct answer here will be option 1. Question 5. A gaseous mixture consists of 16 grams of helium and 16 grams of oxygen. The ratio Cp by Cv of the mixture is. Now there is a direct formula for this and we get Cp by Cp is equal to 1.62. Here first you have to find out the moles of helium and oxygen. So for helium it will be 4 as it is 16 grams, and for oxygen it will be 1 by 2. And you should remember the formula for Cp and you should remember the formula for Cv. You just had to divide the two by putting the values and you get 1.62. So the correct answer will be option 4. Question 6. The efficiency of the reversible heat engine is eta R and that of irreversible heat engine is eta I. Which of the following relations is correct? Now you should always remember that the efficiency of a reversible heat engine will always be greater than the efficiency of irreversible heat engine. Therefore, the correct answer here will be option 1. Question 7. On an X temperature scale, water freezes at -125.0 degree X and boils at 375.0 degree X. On a Y temperature scale, water freezes at -70.0 degree Y and boils at -30.0 degree Y. The value of temperature on X scale equal to the temperature of 50 degree Y on Y scale is. Now we know that X minus the freezing point, that is -125, divided by the boiling point minus freezing point, so that will be 500, will be equal to Y minus the freezing point, that is -70, divided by the boiling point minus freezing point, that is 40. So these two will be equal. Now the question asks for Y equal to 50. So when we put Y equal to 50, we get X is equal to 1375. So the correct answer here will be option 3. Question 8. An engine operates between 2100 Kelvin and 700 Kelvin. Its actual efficiency is 40%. What percentage of its maximum possible efficiency is this? So we will find out the maximum possible efficiency. So maximum possible efficiency will be 1 minus TL minus TH. So that will be equal to 1 minus 700 by 2100. So that will be equal to 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is the maximum possible efficiency and actual efficiency is given 40%. That means that 60% of 2 by 3 is equal to 40%. So therefore, the percentage of maximum possible efficiency will be 60%. So the correct answer will be option 2. Question 9. Two spheres A and B have diameters in the ratio 1:2, densities in the ratio 2:1, and specific heats in the ratio 1:3. Find the ratio of their thermal capacities. So we'll give MA and CA. MACA divided by MBCB will be equal to the given formula. So we know the ratios. So by putting the values of the ratios, as we know that RA by RB will be equal to 1 by 2, rho A by rho B will be equal to 2 by 1, and CA by CB will be equal to 1 by 3. So when we substitute these values, we get MACA divided by MBCB equal to 1 by 12. So this is the ratio of the thermal capacities. So the correct answer will be option 2, that is 1:12. Question 10. A sink, that is a system where heat is rejected, is essential for the conversion of heat into work. From which law of thermodynamics the above inference follows? So you should remember all the laws, and as you remember, this comes from the second law of thermodynamics. So the correct answer will be option 3. These were today's 10 MCQs. I hope you like this video. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you.